everywhere finally burst in the early half today as Peter Obi is in serious trouble. A proverb said that the dog that see you before and begin to shake tails and happy, and the dog later see you thereafter and begin to bark at you. You should know that there is something beyond that. There is something that is happening that you don't know. Now, Peter Obi is in serious trouble as Aisha Yesufu finally come out and have made the reason why he will stop following Peter Obi. And this lady is one of the reasons why a lot of youth are actually following Peter Obi today. But something tragic happened, and which I want to show you in this very video. You will see the video here. So I'd like us to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share this video, ensure you share it. Share it to different social media platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can't share it, just like it as you're watching and give it a thumb up. A lot of Obidients are out there. They are paranoid. They said no, Peter Obi is doing otherwise. And look at what Aisha Yesufu said. Just stay connected. Everybody is backing up. I'm coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, ensure you click the registration button that is appearing on your video screen, and do well as you click it. Click the notification bell icon and Announc side so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. A lot of things is happening in the political space right now. Aisha Yesufu have finally come out and she have bossed out. Peter Obi is in serious fire right now. He's facing a lot of trouble at this moment. This is a very big trouble for Peter Obi. It's no more the news that there are a lot of internal crisis in Labour Party, and Peter Obi, as you know, is the flag bearer of Labour Party. And it is through Peter Obi that the Labour Party have never governed Nigeria before. Labour Party have never been in the presidency of Nigeria before, and nobody know it. Labour Party have never been in the limelight, but it was when Peter Obi got there that they began to hear about Labour Party, because the people always know Obi for everything. Nobody know Labour Party. Now Labour Party is dragging Peter Obi and they are accusing him of a lot of things due to the internal crisis that they never want to resolve. Now Aisha Yesufu have finally come out after Peter Obi visited Atiku in his Abuja residence. Aisha Yesufu have finally come out to boss out, and a lot of people are already turning back at Peter Obi now. So I'd like us to stay connected to the end of this video. You will see the video that caused the trouble in the early after today, and you will see what Aisha Yesufu said. You will hear her saying everything, and if you can share this video, ensure you share it to different social media platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can't share it, just like it as you're watching it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Aisha Yesufu, as you know, is a very, very popular activist in Nigeria, and he came to the limelight properly during the NSAS time, because of the NSAS, he's one of the married women that came out as youth and protested and do everything and stand beside the youth, and with that he gained the heart of all the youth in Nigeria. A lot of youth fell in love with her. They love her so much, and whatever she say is what they do. And a lot of youth through Aisha Yesufu, they follow Peter Obi, because many people did not know Peter Obi before, but through this lady, a lot of people follow Peter Obi in course of the 2023, and they formulate the Obedient movement. Now this lady campaigned for Peter Obi throughout the 2023 election because she believed in Peter Obi so much. She go to different places of campaign with Peter Obi, but now something tragic is happening. Everything is going down. Aisha Yesufu finally come out after Peter Obi visited Atiku in his residence in Abuja, and a lot of news came out that Peter Obi want to merge with Atiku Abubakar. He want to collide, and so that they can take TINUBU out of power. And when Peter Obi visited Atiku Abubakar in his house in Abuja, immediately APC TINUBU heard about the visitation. They called an emergency meeting immediately, because they know that if these two people should come together, it's a very terrible thing for APC. They know that they can kick APC out of power, and before APC will get into power again, it is in no time again. Nobody can talk about the date, because it can never be on this decade again. Now something tragic is happening. Peter Obi is in serious trouble at the moment, because a lot of Obidients are asking questions, and Aisha Yesufu have finally come out to make her own declaration, and this got a lot of people into tears today, because they never believed that stuff like this can come out from Aisha Yesufu. And Obi is in serious trouble. Just stay connected as I share the video. I'm coming back again.
The 2023 election, there was no defeat. The Nigerian people won, and we know that Mr. Peter Obi won the presidential election. Labour Party won it, and for me, it's something of a beauty to see Nigerians who hitherto didn't bother about politics all of a sudden were interested and invested, and they were able to actually unmask what politicking is all about in Nigeria. That it's not rocket science. It's not what we thought it was, where people were afraid of politics and thought there was some kind of what do they call it now, some kind of skills or whatever that these old politicians have, that they don't really have anything, and if people come together they can do the needful. So for me, that 2023, there was so much that was achieved.
And you are, of course, a well-respected activist, as well as a social media icon, and if you don't mind my saying so, an internet celebrity who creates and sets trends with your pioneering and inspiring sort of thoughts. In other words, an influencer. How useful has that power to express your thoughts and be listened to been in your activism?
Well, it helps when people are able to hear you and believe in what you're saying. I think it comes up out of being truthful, just saying things the way they are, and not, oh, will people like you or not like you. Yeah, so it's been instrumental in getting my voices out there, and sometimes in shaping narratives and making people to look at certain issues the way they haven't looked at it before. But also, in a way, it's also limiting in the sense that you actually get a voice for the people, but you lose your voice for yourself. So there are certain things that ordinary, if it was before, I wouldn't take it. But now I'm like, okay, since it's against me,
selfless.
Yeah, so you just have to now not make a scene out of it or anything. I don't know how to say this, but most importantly, it's being contented. For me, I always say it, I think a few days ago I was saying it to someone. I said, look, if something is above my means, above my husband's means, I don't want it. And I'm not going to go to anybody's office. I said, look, I can be on the streets of Nigeria today if conditions warrant it, and I will be hawking pure water. I would not feel an iota of shame because I'm doing an honest job. But I would never, ever go to anybody's office where I'm looking for contract, or I'm looking for job, or I'm looking for appointment, or I'm helping somebody look for appointment. And I get a lot of people who come to me who feel, oh, but you're popular, but you could go and meet and ask for this thing or that. And I'm like, no, I don't do that. That's the reason why I have a mouth. That's the reason why I can call out anybody that has done something when I want to call them, because I'm not feeling that, oh, I will need something from them, or I'm already taking something from them. So it's quite, sometimes it's difficult in terms of the fact that even like your businesses, there's certain loss that you get. Like my husband is a chartered accountant. He has an accounting firm. You know, he's a partner there. Sometimes there are certain, because of me, there are certain things that the firm has to, lose and stuff like that because of my stance and something like that. Before I do something, I really think about it, and I look at all the commitment that it's needed. And when I commit to something, I go on. I never, even as a child, even as a young person, I never focus on the result. What I focus on is on my effort. What am I doing? Yes, the result might have gone not the way that it was supposed to be, not the way, but what am I doing? That's what is most important for me. And so that's what I'm still focusing on. Today, I believe that we need to have a lot of people in politics. This whole issue where people sit back and say that, oh, they're not doing politics, they don't want to do politics, it hasn't served Nigeria in any way. Nature abhors vacuum. And if you allow, if there's a vacuum, charlatans will go in there, they will occupy the space. First of all, we need people with second jobs in politics. Politics should not be people's primary jobs. That's one of the problems that we have here, because at the end of the day, we need people that will really go in there and work. But what we've seen is that there's no incentive for the parties that we have right now for them to give us credible candidates. They would rather bring in candidates that they can control, candidates that they know corruption would be nothing to them. They'll be ready to partake in those with integrity, those that will not partake in the corruption and all all of that, they usually don't bring them. And the way it is, because of the rigging that normally would happen, they just feel that the people are powerless. Initially, we used to have citizens not bothered about the election. They don't come out to vote. Of course, when citizens don't come out to vote, it makes it easy for them, to just declare, the people that vote them, they get declared as winners. But now that citizens are coming out, and they are coming out with rigging, we as citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria need to find a way to mitigate the rigging, to mitigate the violence, and make sure that the will of the people is what counts. It doesn't matter who the people vote for. It's democracy. Just allow the will. If the people decide that they're going to vote a stone, so be it. Let the stone be the person in charge. Mr. Peter Obi is a member. He's a card-carrying member of Labour Party. He's not a member of the NWC. He's not a party official. So he's really just one person amongst other people there. So expecting that, he is the one, expecting him to come and do that is the same kind of politics. Then by the time he gets there, just like we've seen in other places where one person will be the one to buy form for everybody, campaign, put whoever it is that he wants there and say, people should vote for that person. I mean, that's not what we are looking for. So hopefully this is like a storming situation for Labour Party. Labour Party should understand that they were nowhere before Peter Obi came to the party and before Nigerians decided to support the party and Mr. Peter Obi. If they begin to feel like they want to chill with the big boys, you understand, they want to bam, in no time they will start running kitty, they will start running kata kata. So it's better for them to understand that, citizens want democracy. No, they just don't want to be affiliated to parties and just continue business as usual. They want to see a difference, and it is time for them also to begin to give that difference in terms of right from leadership, in terms of internal democracy, in terms of opening up and getting people. I mean, by now, the Labour Party should have at least nothing less than 15 million members. What's happening?
They could have built on the
instead of them thinking, they shouldn't think small. They should think big. They shouldn't think, what is it? Something like territory protection and all of that. That's not what it is about. It's about the bigger picture. It's about what is best for Nigeria. It's about who are the best hands that will do the work that needs to be done. In my candid opinion, I really don't know. I really don't know. It could go either way. They could decide that they're going to work together. But for me, the thing is that it's not really just about having a merger. So I was one person who in 2015 knew the government, the then government had failed and there needed to be a change. And I felt, and I remember a lot of my tweets, I mean, they are still out there for anyone to search, where I kept saying that, look, Nigerians, we are the ones that have to ensure that we are holding these politicians accountable. Bring in anyone. If they don't do well, vote them out. But unfortunately, Nigerians voted and then went back to go and sleep. And because one of the things that we fail to do a lot of times is to hold people in offices accountable. The demand side of government, as citizens, we've not been able to do that a lot. So it's left to a few people. And I always say that Nigeria needs more active citizens and not more activists. Everybody has to, do that demand side of government. So if it's not about they coming together to just win elections, first of all, they need to reform. And I've not seen any of these parties doing that. They need to rejig their party machinery, their internal democracy.
But if Peter Obi became the candidate for that party, would you support it?
For me, I will support Mr. Peter Obi as a person. That's why for me, it's the candidate I'm supporting. It doesn't matter whatever party, whatever it is that he goes into. But one thing that Aisha Yesufu will not support is where if Peter Obi becomes a running mate to anybody. Nah, I'm not on that ticket. Right. I wouldn't be on that. So that's why we don't have party. There are no parties with ideologies that you say, if this party is voted in, you'll be sure that the people who come within that party have to toe a certain line, and there are certain things that they're going to do. We don't have that yet. So it's basically individuals. And so you look around and say, okay, who is this person? For me, it's about the candidates, and rather not about the party. But if they were to work work on, if you were to see something like, even from their constitution, begin to work on it. Ensure that you have a situation. For example, I hear that thing called women leader and youth leader. What does it mean? You're telling me that by giving them youth leader, women leader, you've cut them out of everything. Instead of having youth leader, women leader, why don't you have a constitution, or parties that have constitution that say one gender cannot have more than 60% of positions. So you have, if it's female led, you can't have more than 60% or 40, and likewise when it comes to youth and the older generation. In this way, everybody is welcome to this thing. There's there's equity, and people, there's I'm looking for the word now, it's gone off, but people are welcome there, and they can all work together. We haven't seen that. We've not seen situations whereby party tickets, how much is it? Why are you selling party tickets for millions? I can't remember which state now. They're going to do a local government election, and the chairman is supposed to pay nomination and expression of interest, everything 25 million naira. Somebody who buys tickets for 25 million naira, puts in all the expenses to get to win, there's no way it's going to give you good governance. It's a business. He's going to go there first and recoup that money and recoup what he will use for the next election. So which of these parties are giving enabling environment for people who have what it takes to lead, who have competence, character, capacity, who have the experience, but not necessarily have the money that will be able to run under those parties? So these are the fundamental things that that really need to be spoken about, not just a matter of, let's come together and then be able to just win election. There's something I just want to quickly say, and I think was it about after the 2023 election, I was asked that question, and someone said, "Oh, Aisha, are you going to be on the streets making the mass?" I'm like, who am I going to be on the streets with? There's no government. So Mua, Aisha is, because when you're on the streets and making demand, because I see you've mentioned that quite a while. When you're on the streets,
going to be my next question.
Oh, okay. So you have taken it out of your mouth. When you're on the streets and making demand, that means you believe in government. You believe in the person who is leading the government. Well, who is leading what government? So I will not be on the street and be making demands on who?
Yeah, but nevertheless,
I'm not going. Absolutely not going to do.
Nevertheless.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can hear what Aisha Yesufu said in this very video. A lot of people believe in Aisha Yesufu so much because they believe that this woman is a very good human activist that has been speaking for Nigerian youth right from time. And this lady came to the limelight very well properly during the NSAS time, and a lot of people fall in love with her because they believe that she's one of the only single women that come out in course of the NSAS time. She's a married woman, but she still sees herself as a youth. She still come out to speak for the youth. She come out to speak the truth the way it is. She come out to call a spade a spade. Unlike other women in Nigeria, Aisha Yesufu is a very brave woman, and it was through the influence of Aisha Yesufu that Peter Obi gained a lot of followers. He gained a lot of followers because a lot of people believe in Aisha Yesufu so much. A lot of people did not know Peter Obi right from time, but the moment Aisha Yesufu pulled her support for Peter Obi, a lot of supporters of Aisha Yesufu, they supported Peter Obi too because they see the man to be very credible, they see the man to be very honest, they see the man to be very good and even trustworthy and all of that. And that is who Peter Obi is. Peter Obi is a very, very good man, and he remains a very good man amidst all the crisis that is ongoing in Labour Party. And when he got to Labour Party, nobody know Labour Party before. Labour Party have never sit in the presidency of Nigeria before. Nobody know them. Even in the Senate House, nobody know Labour Party. If we are counting number of senators in the Senate House, you will never see a single Labour Party senator in the Senate House. Nobody votes for them. Nobody know them. The only popular party in Nigeria is PDP, APC, and all of that. Nobody know Labour Party. But the moment Peter Obi got there, the moment he deflected from PDP to Labour Party, a lot of people began to know Labour Party through the influence of this popular man that they love so much, Peter Obi. They begin to fall in love with Labour Party, and with that, the name of Labour Party began to come to the limelight. A lot of people begin to know Labour Party. Even in the Senate House, a lot of people voted in course of the election. They did not even check the name of the people in the House of Assembly on that Labour Party. They just say that, okay, since this is Labour Party, these people are coming from Obi, they just vote for them. They want to vote for anybody that comes from Obi, and that is why we have senators in Labour Party in the House of Assembly today. If not, nobody will know them. It was through the influence of Obi that Labour Party began to appear in the Senate House, in the House of Assembly, in the Aso Rock chamber there. Now, they begin to accuse Peter Obi of a lot of things because they know that the man is trustworthy, the man is is honest, the man is transparent, the man is the man of the people. Now there's a massive corruption in Labour Party, and the corruption is more than APC corruption and even PDP corruption. Now Peter Obi is not okay with it, and they begin to give him tough time regarding this whole thing. That's what is happening, and that crisis is still ongoing, and it is amidst the crisis that they never want to resolve. Peter Obi visited Atiku Abubakar. After Peter Obi had visited the northern part of Nigeria and visited the northerners and all of that, do borehole and do a lot of things for the northerners, Peter Obi visited Atiku Abubakar. You know, Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar before, they have been together in PDP, and Peter Obi had been the running mate of Atiku Abubakar during the time of Buhari and all of that. But Peter Obi left PDP. Now Peter Obi visited Atiku Abubakar in his Abuja residence, and when Peter Obi got to his house, they welcomed him. Peter Obi did everything, and at the end of the day, people began to ask questions. What did Peter Obi go to do in Atiku Abubakar house? Did they have any business with Atiku? Now the speculation is out there that Peter Obi want to merge with Atiku Abubakar just to face TINUBU is 2027. Now that's where the problem is. When TINUBU heard that Peter Obi visited Atiku Abubakar, he held an emergency meeting. APC held an emergency meeting immediately, because they know that if these two people should come together, only Peter Obi is giving them problem. Only Peter Obi single-handedly is giving them problem in APC. Now Atiku merging and Announc with it is a very breakdown for APC, and they know that if they can come together and they face them in 2027, if APC should go down, for them to come back into power again, it is in no year. It is not in this decade again. They themselves, they know that. Now a lot of Obidients are asking questions. What did Peter Obi, their trusted principal, what did they go and do with Atiku Abubakar? Now Aisha Yesufu said it in this video. He said the only thing that will make her not to vote for Peter Obi, the only thing that will make her not to put her support for Peter Obi again in life is when Peter Obi agreed to be a running mate to someone, because nobody in Nigeria trusts any Nigerian politician again. It is only Peter Obi that is the trusted politician as far as Nigeria is concerned now. If Peter Obi should be a running mate to Atiku, it's a disaster. That's what is happening. That's what Aisha Yesufu said in this video. He said the moment Peter Obi become a running mate to someone, that is a problem, that will not support him, because the running mate will become a vice, and at the end of the day, it is not the vice that will be making decisions for the country. It is the president, and Atiku cannot be the president of Nigeria, according to Aisha Yesufu. So he said if Peter Obi should go to PDP, that is free to go, that he can choose to deflect to anywhere he wants to deflect to, because Labour Party are now doing as if they want to share with the big boys. They are not doing as if they have arrived and all of that. They begin to misbehave and accusing the person that bring them to the limelight and giving him unnecessary problems and all of that, sabotaging his political stores and all of that. Now Aisha Yesufu said if Peter Obi should go to PDP, all Obidients will follow him down to PDP, including herself, but he must not be a running mate. He must be a flag bearer in that PDP. He must not be a running mate to anybody. He must not be a running mate to Atiku, because that is where the problem will come, and that is where a lot of people will turn their back at him. The moment he appears to be a running mate, nobody will support Peter Obi. So that's what Aisha Yesufu said, and that's the story that is out there, and that is what a lot of Obidients are saying in different social media handles. So what's your take? Do you think Peter Obi will become a running mate to Atiku Abubakar? Drop your opinion in the comment section on this video, as I'm going to get another channel for you, and share. Follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV and Lapa Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG, even on TikTok at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, be pastor. For LAJUPOG watch TV. Pastor with the bar, where politician with the do pass himself. Why you waiting for church? All as LAJUPOG watch TV.